Hello everyone. Now this was recorded back on my old microphone while it was suffering a slow and painful death. And so unfortunately most of my morning spent talking to a camera in the woods was utterly pointless. I've salvaged the clips with audio, hopefully it doesn't come out too jumbled, hope you guys enjoy. Snow is forecast to be on the way, hopefully mid-morning, and you can see the clouds start to set in, they're looking heavy, it's looking promising, but what's given is just this beautiful ambient light. It's completely still, and it's just grey and silver and white. It's just stunning. I feel like I'm in the Nordics, not the south of England. So I'm just going out to this clearing here, and the target's to work them over this way, jump a stream onto other open land, and that's where I saw the red deer yesterday, and it's just worth a look. If they're not there, I'll probably double back, and there's also plenty of ice on the way. But look at this. I've just stopped and put up the tripod, and as I came through, I think it's a hawthorn tree, just a little bush in the clearing, coated in frost. But we also have all these dead silver birches here, where they've also been waterlogged. And I'm shooting through those dead trunks just to frame up the tree. I think it gives, a little bit more interest and quite a nice composition. So yeah, I'm shooting in with the long lens again. This time about f6.3 I think is the sweet spot. What a peaceful morning. Now we're getting a bit of breaks in the cloud here, heavier cloud above. I'm hoping for snow because it'll keep it nice and dark. Now I can't see the reds where they were yesterday, but there's a good chance they won't be too far. I do spot a herd of deer. I think they're fallow, but they're quite far away. So I'm going to make my way over to them nice and slowly. I've spotted a white one, and that could be a killer shot if you can get a white deer with all this silver background. That would be pretty cool. So maybe that's the target. Of course they're herd animals, so to get one isolated might be a challenge, but you never know. And this patch actually is very beautiful. I'm not sure if you'll make out behind me, but a lot of the bigger trees in the forest have caught the frost. Well, I've not seen that elsewhere. So this could be a good move anyway, deer or not. Although I'm getting further and further from the car. I might head into this woodland and just see what the trees look like inside. But yeah, we'll go for the deer first. So we're actually getting potentially a break of sunlight. The sun's coming up, it's fairly high in the sky now, and there's a gap in the clouds, so I don't think we're going to be getting direct sunlight, which I don't really want, but we're going to get some diffuse light breaking through, which is going to just pick up the highlights in the trees and the animals, and it could make for some pretty cool shots. Look at this guy. Hello mate. So I've headed towards the fallow, and this also led me to a herd of reds. At the moment just looks like to be females. Can't see any stags with them. Yesterday it was mainly males, there were a few females, but some younger bucks and a big alpha stag. Fallows tend to flee as soon as they see people. They like to keep their distance. Reds are so much bigger, they're much more self-assured. But I feel like the fallows will spook them. If the fallows run, maybe the reds will. The reds have seen me, but they're just checking me out at the moment. They're not running, they're just seeing what's going on. So I'm probably about 50 meters away, more like 75 meters away. And I'm just gonna wait here, see what they do. After experimenting with some ICM shots, I ended up spending a couple of hours walking around the fringe of the Heathland. There were some nice groups of birches among the dead bracken which made for some interesting scenes. My focus was to find frames with the trees nicely spaced and arranged. This is often a challenge, and so I decide on one or two of the trees I like the shape of and try and work a composition around those. For a short while my fitful prayers were answered and we got some snow, though within minutes this turned into icy rain. However, it softened up the scene for a short while, which made for my favourite woodland image of the morning. As the morning drew on, I started making my way back towards the car, stopping at every puddle I could find. There was so much frozen water in the forest containing bubbles, submerged plants and fallen foliage, which made for some really interesting images. In these scenarios I do miss using a polarising filter, but I took as much of the reflective glare off as possible in Lightroom, and I think some of them came out pretty good. So on my final stretch now to the car. It's almost midday, which makes it 5.5 hours running around with the camera. As always, thank you for watching, it's much appreciated. If you like the content and you've not yet, please hit like, subscribe, it just helps support the channel, it means a lot. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.